A trailing plant can really add a different dimension to any houseplant collection. So today, here are my top recommendations for trailing houseplants that you are going to love. The world of houseplants is so varied that choosing different plants with different leaf shapes, colours and growth habits is a perfect way to curate your own botanical collection at home. And for me, nothing adds softness and that lush feel like a trailing plant. So let's talk about my absolute favourites. For starters, Philodendron Scandans. It is probably one of the staple trailing houseplants, and for good reason. It's got lovely glossy green leaves in this bright green hue, that easily identifiable heart shape. It's really quick growing and they're really simple to take care of. They're not particularly fussy when it comes to light levels and watering. But if you want something with an even greater amount of leaf interest, I've got two more suggestions for you. For starters, there's this, the golden pothos, very similar to a philodendron, except the leaves also have a really lovely yellow mottling to them as well. And similarly, it grows really quickly, it's easy to look after, and it's not particularly fussy when it comes to light and water levels. But if variegation is more your kind of thing, can I recommend this? The Saturn Pothos. Just look at each of the leaves. You can see why it's called satin. It's got this beautiful matte effect and a beautiful blue-grey variegation to each leaf that, rather than in stripes, is in lovely little blocks. This again is gonna grow really quickly, and before long you'll have a lovely long trailing display of these lovely satin grey-green leaves. And then, for something that is just that little bit different, I have to recommend this. Now, this is a Hoya, and what's interesting about this is it's actually a succulent, and certainly on closer inspection, you can see exactly why it is. These thick, waxy leaves help to hold on to water, and looking closely at the leaves have a lovely white speckle to each of them. What makes this plant particularly great though is come spring and summertime, it can end up flowering with lovely little white and pink flowers for even more added interest. Hopefully this has given you some ideas and inspiration when it comes to choosing your own perfect trailing plant. Add any of these or even all of them to your own houseplant collection and you truly won't regret it.